In Focus. I am Fausat Junado Hassan. Menopause is not just about hot flashes and night sweats. The emotional roller coaster can be just as challenging. Previously, we looked at the health concerns attached to menopause. But today, we are diving into the emotional and psychological aspects of menopause. Let's break the silence and get real.
Menopause marks a significant transition in a woman's life. Beyond physical changes, it brings a whirlwind of emotions, mood swings, anxiety, and even depression can surface. Hormonal fluctuations are a big factor, but life changes like aging parents or kids leaving home can amplify these feelings. Nigerian women often face added pressures, societal expectations, cultural norms, and stigma around mental health. The expectation to stay strong can make it harder to seek help, yet, many navigate this phase with resilience and growth, finding new purpose and self discovery. Relationships can also shift, requiring adjustments. Let's explore the emotional landscape of menopause, understanding the challenges and the opportunities for growth. We'll look at how women manage stress, cope with identity changes, and find support. From therapy to support groups, there are ways to navigate this phase. Cultural perspectives play a role too. In some Nigerian communities, menopause is a taboo topic, while others see it as a natural transition. We will delve into this and more, highlighting stories of Nigerian women who have navigated menopause with strength and grace.
Thanks for that insightful backgrounder. Now let's hear from an expert. Joining us is Nosera Bature with expertise in women's mental health. She has been a pioneer in addressing menopause and women's empowerment in Nigeria. Nurse, you're welcome to the show. Many women experience anxiety, mood swings, or even depression during menopause. So, how can women navigate these emotional changes?
As a result of the estrogen withdrawal, they experience all of this. At the course of life, there are times you feel happy, there are times you feel, things are not really moving the way you expected. All of these emotional presentations also affects one in this area of, at the face of menopause. And in that regard, like I said earlier on, know what you are into and talk it over to someone. Don't just keep quiet and going through it. Like what we said earlier on, we talk about the societal expectation. They expect you to be silent, not to talk about it, to just bear it. No, talk it over with someone. And another thing is that you have to prioritize your sleep. It's very, very important in that regard. Because when you sleep well, all of this come to, stop. Because most at times, lack of sleep also can bring about all of it, the anxiety, the irritability, and whatnot. So you have to prioritize your sleep, and then you also food that you take also matters, and you have to keep hydration. You have to hydrate yourself. Drink plenty of water and eat more of vegetables and fruit. This also will go a long way to help you cut down aspect of salt, too much taking of salt and sugar. It will also affect you. You have to cut some of these things down. And another thing again, you have to be physically active at all time. Try to get involved in doing one thing or the other. Sometimes you don't listen to what your body is giving you or what you are feeling. Try to act. Try to stand up from where you are. Don't sit too much and don't also stand too long. Always try to get yourself involved in one thing or the other. Another thing again that I would advise you to do is that you should also learn to read and to meditate. Try to do something with your brain. Don't just leave it like that, because once it's not in action, it can bring a lot of things to place. But once you use it positively, it goes a long way to help you. So you can navigate this by doing some of these things, and it will go a long way to help you. And then change of your lifestyle too also comes in. So don't joke in that aspect, because you need to go through it healthily and confidently.
All right, let's talk about relationships and intimacy. How does menopause affect relationship and intimacy?
Some of these changes, that is sexually desire, like we talk about, it brings down the desire of sex from both partners. And some of these are aspect of lack of communication. Like I said, as a woman, you don't keep quiet. If you are feeling pains, tell your partner. Discuss with him. When you open up, then there is need for you to either find help, or he can be of help to you if he understands this thing that we're talking about. He can also stand by you and help you. It affects relationship so much that sometimes you see men going out looking for help elsewhere, because you, the wife, cannot satisfy them, as or the way you act kills their morals, that they can't even do anything. So, but when you sit down to discuss these things, it goes a long way to help. And if he cannot help, then you people can go out to look for help from people that can be of help to you. And another thing also, it kills self-esteem. You as a woman, you feel life is over. You feel there's nothing else to do. You feel there's nothing else to enjoy, but it's not true. You can also come out of it strong and have the freedom to yourself. Another thing is that you also have to deeper your connection. At this period of menopause, you are no longer giving birth, and you don't have small small children around you that you have to be shouting here, telling them do this and asking them to do one thing or the other. No, most at times the children have gone out of the house, and you are only left between you and your partner. And I think it is a period that you're supposed to enjoy deeper connection, because issue of messes is not there, issue of carrying babies is not there, or taking care of little ones. So it's supposed to be a period that you deepen your connection with one another. So if there is anything that is disturbing your relationship with your spouse, please sit and talk about it and see how you can get out of it. That also will help.
Okay, what can be done to break the stigma surrounding menopause in Nigeria?
To break this, like we earlier said, we talk about the government need to come in, the community need to come in, the family also need to be aware. There is need for us also to train more midwives that can handle or are good in handling such aspects, because definitely the women will come. Once the awareness is vast and is very wide, a lot of people will get to understand, and they can take charge over their health and see how they can work out things, knowing that in the place of work there is also awareness. They are all aware. So for you to come out to open up to say this is what I'm going through this week, or this is what I've been going through, will not be a problem. To break this stigma, everybody needs to be aware. The awareness need to go viral, so that we'll be able to understand that yes, there is a stage in life that a woman reaches and she experiences a lot of things. And also, like what we're doing, the media also have to take up this, so that as is being presented, some women at home, radio also, listening to it can also be of help. They will also understand what really this menopause is. And another thing is that campaign also can be going round. It's not a disease. It's something that you cannot handle, but you can go through it successfully without any pain. And that is why we're trying to make it known, so that many will be aware, and you will now be able to know that this is not a problem that you have been keeping to yourself, but it's everybody's problem and anyone can go through it. Even the men also have theirs. Theirs is andropause, and they also pass through such experience, just that theirs is not like ours. That is why we are mostly concerned about the women than the men, but they also have their own place in this. And once this is well known and the awareness has gone viral, I want to believe that the stigma also will be broken, because if you know that this is what someone have to go through at this particular time, then you will accept it. You also make it to also be your problem. So we also promote open conversations, like what we said earlier on. Don't keep it to yourself. Say it out the way it is, so that you can find help. And we also engage families and community in that. Also, it will go a long way to break that stigma. So every woman have the right to live her life even after menopause, like any other person. You can do it healthily and without any problem, because it is not a problem, it is not a disease, it is a normal stage of life.
All right, what self-care strategies can women use to prioritize their emotional well-being during this phase?
Yeah, the strategies are also there. We said some of them. You educate yourself, like I said earlier on. Try to know what menopause is and find out from health personnel or healthcare providers. Ask them to know what you can do. Don't suffer in silence. There are strategies that can help you, and also build support system. Be kind to yourself, because when you are kind to yourself, you'll be patient to pass through this process, knowing that I will overcome it. So once you are kind to yourself, you'll be patient to wait and see how it goes, and try also to build relationship. You need support system, people that when you talk they listen and also can give you feedback that will be of help to you. So don't just keep it to yourself, but try to understand it and then take charge over your body and be disciplined to yourself too. When you said no to this, you have to keep to it. Some will say, I will not do this one again. You do 1, 2, 3 times and then you now throw it off. No. Try to keep it and keep in check. You can even ask people to help you around to, okay, watch, help me do this so that I can keep to what I want to do. And that also will go a long way to help you. So it all bounces on yourself, and you are the one that can help yourself in this aspect. No one will come to help you. So work it out and see how you can help yourself, and also provide compassion to yourself at this period.
Okay, how can we encourage open conversations about menopause and mental health in Nigeria?
You stay physically active. Do something. Apart from that, you also need to help, because I always make emphasis on this physical active, because the moment you get yourself involved, there is a hormone that is being released called feel good hormones. So once you are there, you don't want to move, you don't want to do anything, it will kill you gradually. But once you get yourself involved into physical active, when those hormones are being released, you feel good, and you also want to participate in one thing or the other. Another thing is that to break this, you have to also keep connected. Social connection also will go a long way to help you. You have friends around, you have families around, you have people that you can open up at any time. You can call them and they are there to listen to you. Don't isolate yourself. Don't keep to yourself. Always speak out. Always speak out. Whatever you feel. They might be saying, you are disturbing us. No, don't just accept it. Keep saying it anywhere you are, because saying it also will go a long way to help you, and then you will not be able to have this relief within you. And another thing is that you should engage yourself in what you like doing. What do I like doing? If I do that thing, I feel more happy, I feel okay, and I still want to continue doing it. Go ahead, do that thing, because it will also keep you alive and also active. And another thing again also that you needed to do is that you have to seek for professional counseling. Once it gets beyond you, that you cannot handle it or you can't just let go, get a professional counseling so that you'll be able to find help, because they will always be there to help you. Don't just keep it to yourself and say it's a normal thing, let me just go through it. And like I said earlier on, prioritize your sleep. Don't joke with your sleep. It's very, very important. Sleep itself is a good management that will help you to manage some of these things. But once there's no sleep, it brings a lot of things, to come up that you struggle with it, and then you will not be able to do what you're supposed to do. And that is where you start complaining of headache, backache, that, because there is no enough rest. So prioritize your sleep and don't joke with it. Sometimes you have to keep some things away, like now that we are into social media and whatnot. Sometimes you have to discipline yourself and say, from this hour to this hour, let me sleep. Let me off my phone so that nobody will call and nobody will disturb me, because this is very, very important as to your health.
Great insight from Nurse Sarah. Now we want to hear from you. How are you coping with menopause, or how are you supporting loved ones going through it? Let's go Vox Pop.
I entered menopause at the age of 47, and somehow I didn't know it was the menopause of a teen. I just saw that certain changes just came into my lifestyle. I started sweating. I started feeling some kind of pains, and I keep on wondering what was happening. Though I have BP. I'm a BP patient then, and I thought maybe it was because of the BP of it, and that's the high blood pressure, HBP. I went to my doctor and I said, this is what I'm noticing. I started having this hot flash, and he said, well, it might be menopause. I said, menopause? But I still look at having kids. He laughed. I said, you want to have kids with your condition, you have BP? And he said, it's not advisable. Well, you just take it. It has come, it has come. But before then, I could remember that at a point in time, I think my period ceased for like 3 months. Then it appeared again. So the thing now got me scared. Like, what is really happening to me? I don't understand. I saw it. I started menstruating again. And after like 4 months again, or 6 months thereabouts, it stopped. I was worried about the whole thing. But at the time, I told myself, why would I be giving myself stress if God has written it this way? Because I believe in God so much. Whatever God has written, I believe is its handwriting, and it has come to stay.
About 6 years ago, I was 58 then. And I do not have any problem or issue concerning it. My life was just normal. I did not notice anything except that the flow stopped, and I did not go to any hospital to check, because I know that I was due for it. So when it stopped, I was not worried in order to start to go to see a doctor for anything. I did not.
Let me give you an example. I have 2 wonderful boys. And when we discovered that, okay, mommy's system has started to change, they were the ones that made me realize that I needed help. because my mood changed. And then I started go through depression. I made my children understand that this is what I'm going through. I need help. And then once, because they now have an understanding, once I can call my first son, the second son's name, I'll call Richard Ronald, call Ronald Richard, and they'll say, Mom, are you okay? And I tell them menopause things, will laugh over it. Or I get home, I forget things, and they say, Mom, are you okay? Menopause things, and then they get to understand. For husbands and wives, you don't have to cheat on your wife. All you have to understand is, oh, this is what my wife is going through. Oh, she doesn't have feelings for sex anymore, or her mood has changed, she's cranky, okay, she can't help me with before breakfast, lunch and dinner. Come on, man, you go to the kitchen and help yourself. If you see that your wife is tired, she's weak, help her. We need support groups at this stage. Without the support group, going through menopause can be very, very dangerous, and it can be lonely.
Hearing you makes a difference. Now let's talk practical steps. Here are some tips to help you navigate menopause emotionally and psychologically. Menopause is a journey, so be kind to yourself, seek support, and thrive. Thanks for joining us on Feminine Focus. Catch you next time.